Hey Canucks fans, which of the new Canucks forwards are you most excited to see in the lineup? I'm Canuck Clay, and this is my Canucks take all in one take. It's Clay's Canucks commentary for Monday, July the 18th. If you're new, here's what you should do. Hit the subscribe button now for daily Canucks insight that's positive, timely, and trustworthy. Thanks to everyone who joined me for my live stream last night. I had a lot of fun, picked up a lot of new subscribers, so thank you and welcome to the channel. And tonight, 7 p.m., not 10 p.m., Parker has a hockey game tonight, so we're going 7 p.m. for Canucks After Dark, or Canucks After Dinner is probably more likely the appropriate title tonight. So I hope you join us in a couple hours or so as we talk about the Vancouver Canucks. And one thing I want to talk about today is, no, not the fact that Jake Virtanen's case started in provincial court. That's another topic for another day. But related, I want to talk about forwards. And actually, it's kind of interesting. Someone asked me on my live stream yesterday if I think Ilya Mikheyev is going to do what they hoped Jake Virtanen was going to do when Virtanen got drafted. And this was a true question last night. I thought it was a fair question, talking about Mikheyev's size and his speed. So I'll get to that in a second. So thinking about Mikheyev, thinking about Kuzmenko, and thinking about LAZAR, the three new acquisitions for the Vancouver Canucks up front, which of those three players are you most excited to see? And I'll kind of make a case for all three of them, and I'd love for you to tell me in the comment section down below. The first one is Andrei Kuzmenko. We know he was the most highly sought after KHL free agent and one of the top free agents in the of the free agent class, and a little bit different because he was recruited throughout the season. He was not a free agent technically on July the 13th like everyone else was. He was a free agent basically for the past year, but he was taking his time, waiting till his season ended and waiting basically till the regular season ended for, most of the playoffs ended for the NHL before he made his decision. And he's 26 years old, got a lot of experience, can play a top six role, and 26 years old versus an 18, 19, 20-year-old rookie, you know that there's that maturity there as well. He's got grown man strength. He's a grown man at 26 years old. So a lot of teams were in on him, including the Canucks, obviously. And then we started to hear stuff like it was down to 4 or 5 teams, like the Canucks, the Oilers, maybe Vegas, maybe Florida, maybe Carolina, maybe Nashville, teams like that. And to many people's surprise, he actually chose the Vancouver Canucks. He chose the Canucks way back in late June. I remember I was in Sweden when the news broke, and then he made it official on the first day of free agency on July the 13th. So Kuzmenko's only signed for a 1-year contract, $975,000 because of his age. He's turning 27 next season. That's the age you become an unrestricted free agent. So the Canucks couldn't sign him for more than a year, but obviously they're going to have first right of refusal or first dibs on him after this upcoming season. So in Kuzmenko, you have a very talented player, good size. He's going to be tough to play against in the offensive zone. Like I said, 26 years old already, so a mature player, responsible defensively. And of the three guys I'm going to talk about, we probably know the least about him because we haven't seen him play on North American ice. But the fact that he was such a highly recruited player seems to, say good things, indicate good things about this player. So I can't wait to see what he looks like on North American ice, and I guess we'll have to wait a couple months to see that officially from a training camp perspective. So that's Andrei Kuzmenko, again, the most highly sought after free agent leading up to July 13th, before July 13th, and then the Canucks being able to ink him. Then you go to another Russian, Ilya Mikheyev, and this one is probably the biggest risk, biggest reward of the three I'm going to talk about, because he signed for 4 years at $4.75 million per season. So that's not a massive cap hit, but it's not a small cap hit at all. It puts him right in the middle of the top 6 forwards in terms of pay, actually just below it. But yeah, 4.75. Actually, now that I think about it, he makes less than Miller, Pettersson, Horvat, and Garland, and Besser. So I guess he's number 6. He makes more than Pearson. So he's number 6 in terms of cap hit for the forwards, and $19 million over 4 years. Now Mikheyev, as I mentioned off the top, he's got speed to burn. He's got speed to burn, and he's got good size. So he's going to pester the other team. He's going to be really aggressive on the forecheck, maybe be really good at getting the puck out of his own end, creating some turnovers. And unfortunately, he doesn't have the best hands. So some people compare him to Jannik Hansen, who's really fast. He didn't have a lot of hands. he's going to do a great job of getting himself open. Whether or not he's going to finish, that's another thing. And I'm not sure how much of a playmaker he's going to be, because he's not the best passer. So really, you got to find a guy like a center like Peter Miller who can get the puck into Mikheyev's hands, as opposed to the other way around. So like I said, highest risk, highest reward. He played in the third line minutes for Toronto. Here he should get a top 6 opportunity, and you never know, he could make this 4.75 contract look really good for the Canucks if he continues to progress. He's only played 3 years in the NHL. However, if he takes a step back, or he finds that he's not really contributing offensively, then that 4.75 is not going to look so good in year 3 and year 4. So Mikheyev, younger than Kuzmenko, but higher risk, higher reward, I think, with him. But I'm very hopeful in what he's going to help do for our penalty kill, for our defensive play overall, and for our team speed overall. And then of the 3, probably the most unheralded of the 3 is Curtis Lazar. Hometown boy, more or less. He's from Salmon Arm, playing on his 5th NHL team now, whereas Kuzmenko, Canucks are his 1st. With Mikheyev, Canucks are his 2nd after Toronto. This is going to be Lazar's 5th team after being drafted by Ottawa, going to Calgary, going to Buffalo, going to Boston, and now to Vancouver. But he's really transformed his game over the past few years, where he's a bona fide bottom 6 guy, whether it's 3rd or 4th line. He's a right-handed center, which you can always need more of. And he's not afraid to play a dirty game, a tough game, make it difficult on opponents and opposing players. Not the biggest scrapper in the world, but he's not afraid to stand up for his teammates and give the Canucks the much-needed sandpaper that they need. Also, he's going to bring a lot of leadership, being 27 years old already. And he's not the fastest player you've ever seen, but he's responsible. He can kill penalties as well. So now with Mikheyev and with Lazar, you have 2 guys that that kill penalties, and that's going to be an upgrade over who the Canucks had last season. So there you go. You have Kuzmenko 1 year, $975,000. You have Mikheyev 4 years at $4.75 million, and then you have Lazar 3 years at $1 million a piece. All going to play different roles, I should say. Mikheyev should be a top 6. Kuzmenko should be a middle 6, and then Lazar will likely be a bottom 6. Now, I think we'd agree that if you look at the guys that they're replacing, guys like likely Highmore, Lamico, maybe a Sutter, although Sutter didn't play, but Bailey as well. Any guys at Patan, any of the guys that won't be coming back to the Canucks, probably Richardson and Chason. Yeah, really, actually, these 3 guys are going to replace Lamico, Highmore, Richardson, and Chason. When you think about it, obviously it's an upgrade, and I can't wait to see what this group of forwards is going to do collectively. But my question to you is, which of these guys are you most excited about? I can build a case for all 3. I think Curtis Lazar will quickly become the fan favorite because he's from here, and because he's going to do so many of the important things well and bring sandpaper to the team. So I think, and he's a great interview. So I think Lazar is going to be the fan favorite. I think Kuzmenko is going to have the most intrigue around him, because he's from Russia and we haven't seen him play in the AHL, and because he was so highly sought after and we were the ones that got him. I think there's going to be a lot of pressure on all 3 guys, but there's going to be a lot of pressure on Kuzmenko. And then Mikheyev, I think there's going to be a lot of pressure, and I think Mikheyev's the one that the Canucks fans are really going to love right away, or they might be impatient with right away because of the size of his contract. So I can make arguments for all 3. I'm excited for all 3. I could build arguments for all 3, but if I had to pick one, which of these players am I most excited, intrigued by? I think I'm going to go with Kuzmenko, actually. I'm intrigued by Mikheyev, big contract. I'm intrigued by Lazar. I think it's going to be a fan favorite. But I'm the most intrigued, the most excited about Kuzmenko because of the pedigree that he comes with. And it could be amazing. He could be a bust, but we're all in to see it happen. So Canucks fans, let me know in the comments below, which of these 3 players are you most excited about, are you most intrigued by? Shout out to my sponsors, Perform and Transform, personal training, weight loss, and Advanced City Experts Real Estate Group, Jason Lim and his team. Thank you, legendary Lucas Gates, legendary Justin Credible, legendary Andrew Chang, and all Hall of Fame members and franchise members. And as always, subscribe if you'd like to, like this video if you'd like to, leave a tip or a super thanks if you'd like to, become a member or upgrade if you'd like to, and leave a comment down below if you'd like to. Between Kuzmenko, Mikheyev, and Lazar, which player are you most excited for? If you made it this far into the video, almost 10 minutes, it's Monday, it's a fun day, it's, go with, type in Monday Fun Day. This is so weird. But type in Monday Fun Day, and then I know that you made it all the way to the end of this video. And I hope I see you in a little bit for Canucks After Dark, me and Parker, right here on YouTube. Okay, friends, stay safe, stay healthy, take care of yourselves, and take care of each other. Have a great rest of the night. God bless, and go Canucks go.